Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Horned Frogs ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Bailey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cyclones offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
Here comes the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
So TCU's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Now, for the first time in this one, we see Kyler Casper. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Taylor wants to throw it. Left side is Shelton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Out wide right, it's Shelton. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Give him 9 on that one, sets up the 2nd and 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hands it off. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On play action. Looking long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, score with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Working the ground game. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Right side, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Wilson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Running through contact. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, what a move. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. 2nd and long here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tells to run, wants to pass. Finds his target. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to establish the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Cyclones come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Oh, look out on the right. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Motion from the wideout. Hits inside. It's Peppers. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Cyclones in the hurry up. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Turning it on! That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide left, it's Miller. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he makes the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rush right in his face. Got him downfield. Pulled to the ground.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looking to throw again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Taken down right away. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Taylor wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Payne. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yards. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Turns out it's Shelton. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, TCU.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the extra point is good. From deep, it's Miller. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Sells to Faith. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Play action on first down. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Casper. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a little room there. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Horned Frogs have it with a first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Taylor wants to throw it. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fowler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out. And he'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Peppers. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. Touchdown, TCU. And they turn it into a score.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Deep in the end zone, it's Sanders. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Iowa State setting the offense back out. Tight end now in motion. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Trying to take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They're going to run it. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Blue 30! Blue 30! Blue idiot!
From the gun, the running back has it. He's past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.
And 18. Play. Hey, Doc. Straight on the end.
Taylor wants to throw. Left side is Ezukama. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Couldn't set his feet.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Turns it upfield. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peppers. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
14. Jet. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
One more play to pad the stats. The keeper on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to